Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're trying one of the newest beauty releases that I've been looking forward to. The brand new Vanngo Red Carpet Skin Luminous Longwear Serum Foundation. Long name for a foundation. Today we're basically going over everything from claims, shade range, application, how this foundation looks and feels on my dry, mature skin, and of course, my first impressions and final thoughts. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. If you're not familiar with Vanngo, he's considered a popular, respected celebrity makeup artist. He's worked on many celebrities for many years now. He's also known for creating the red carpet ready makeup. And even though I personally had a rough start with this makeup brand, when I heard Vanngo was releasing his first foundation, I knew right away I had to try it. With all the imperfections that come with my mature skin, I am always on a hunt for foundations that make my complexion look its absolute best. I'm expecting this video to have a little bit more detail than normal, so I am including timestamps for you. I'm also including a product list and links in the description in case you need them. Before we jump into the application, let's talk about the packaging. This serum foundation comes in a sleek, frosted, plastic squeeze bottle. See, we have the squeeze tip. I don't know if you can. This packaging is reminding me of the Sigma Skin Tint. They're similar. The Huda Beauty Easy Blur. The Fenty Ease Drops as well. Squeeze bottle. It's matching the rest of his products, which is cool. I like the whole red themed, sleek, modern aesthetic look to it. Now let's take a look at what Vanngo says about this foundation. The foundation is described as a concentrated yet weightless serum foundation that offers buildable, medium to full coverage with a radiant natural matte finish. So the goal isn't to create a full coverage mask, but rather to perfect the complexion while still allowing skin to look like skin. According to the brand, this foundation is designed to blur imperfections, smooth the appearance of texture, and leave the complexion looking naturally luminous rather than flat or overly matte. So what makes this foundation different? One thing that really caught my attention was the idea behind the shade range. Instead of creating traditional warm, cool, and neutral undertones, Vanngo developed customized neutral shades for every skin depth, which is based on his experience working on clients with all different skin tones. The idea is to make finding the shade much easier while creating a more natural looking complexion. As someone who has reviewed a lot of foundations, I can say that sometimes it can be a challenge trying to find your perfect shade from the undertones and the finish. And I mean, there's so much that goes into this. So from my understanding, Vanngo is trying to make it as easy as possible for us. Now let's talk about formula. According to the brand, this formula is infused with skincare ingredients that help hydrate the skin, calm irritation, and brighten the complexion while you wear it. It's also dermatologist tested, suitable for sensitive skin, cruelty-free, and designed to provide comfortable all-day wear. The formula also features a patented polymer technology that's supposed to create a lightweight, flexible film over the skin, helping the foundation stay in place without feeling dry or heavy. According to Vanngo, this foundation is designed to visibly improve those common complexion issues. It's meant to help conceal blemishes while creating a smoother looking complexion. It also claims to even out hyperpigmentation and discoloration, soften the appearance of pores, texture, and fine lines, while helping neutralize redness for a more even skin tone. Let's see how those claims hold up on my dry, mature skin. Before we continue, I do want to mention that there are a total of 38 shades, and I ended up getting shade 11, which is light, medium, neutral. Now, as far as my skin prep, I'll be adding what I use. If you are similar to my skin, I have dry, mature skin, textured skin, acne prone, sensitive. I do have hyperpigmentation, discoloration. I have the works. I try my best to, not try my best, I actually make sure that I wear my sunscreen every day to protect it from getting more damage because I do have sun damage. Let me back up a little bit. When it comes down to my skincare, I do not compromise my skincare for makeup products or any. I don't change my prep for any makeup product. Even if it's something that I really want, if it doesn't work with my skincare, I will not use it. It says to shake it. You can hear that there's like a pebble in there. And you're supposed to dispense about a dime size on the back of your hand. Today, I'm using my trusted IT Cosmetic complexion brush. This is the number 7. I have other complexion brushes that I absolutely love, but these are just like my daily ones. The way I usually do my makeup, I do some color correction and concealer, and then I do my foundation. Today, for testing purposes only, I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm only going to be applying the foundation. I'm not gonna do color corrector. I will do concealer just so I can finish my look, but I'm not gonna do color corrector. I wanna see what this, I wanna see what this foundation can do for me, like right off the bat. This is supposed to be buildable, so medium to full coverage. I'm sure you can use as much as you need to. So we'll see how this one works out. Very serum-y, thin, so you could see how it's a little runny. Uh-oh, this is the part where we're like, ooh, either it's no good or it is, so we'll see. Okay. I can totally see this shade as my summer shade. I'm gonna do half of my face just so we could see the difference. I'm also gonna use my beauty sponge to kind of soften it out, just to make sure there are no streaks. All right, so looks pretty good. You could see the difference. You could see some redness that I have, discoloration. Right off the bat, it does even out your skin a bit. I mean, it doesn't fully cover, but I wonder if I can build it up. So we'll see right now if it's buildable. This shade is pretty good. It's on a little bit on the warm side, but I think it's nice. I think I could go a shade lighter. I usually like to use these makeup palettes for my foundation, so I don't have to be, so I don't have to be doing this here. Here we have shade 11. I personally think that one shade lighter would probably be on the perfect side for me. We'll see how it shows up on camera. I feel like this is just one shade too warm for me, but to my liking. But I mean, it looks good. Wow. As far as the finish, it's really nice. It looks really good on my mature skin. There's no emphasis on fine lines. I don't see emphasis on my pores either. I mean, you're never gonna get like 100% blurred out, I mean, let's be realistic, right? For my liking, this is looking good so far. Now, everything has to work together, so we'll see once I set it with my powder and stuff like that. Let's see how it's gonna look. But so far, I'm happy. I would consider this my summer shade. Definitely not matte for sure. It's luminous as it says it is. Even though I didn't cover some of my, dark spots here and there, which I usually cover with my, color corrector, it evened out my skin tone. I think a shade lighter would probably be perfect. Let me finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. All right, so my makeup is finished. I will tell you that everything layered on beautifully. There was no lifting. Everything just blended on really nice on top of the foundation, basically. One thing that I worry about when I try new foundations is how is it gonna look when I set it with powder, because I do use powder every day. And I will tell you that it looks excellent. I don't see any patchiness, cakiness, any lifting of the foundation. These are my first impressions. I do want to do a wear test and I'll leave that for another day. But my goodness, this foundation finish is really beautiful on my skin, on my dry, mature skin. So I'm very happy with that. I ended up using the Vanngo cream bronzer along with the Dior blush stick in Goji and the highlighter stick in Glazed Rosy. I ended up setting my makeup with the Kosas in the new shade Translucent Sway Loose Powder. I used the Vanngo powder bronzer, the Dior powder blush in Goji. So for my lip combo, I ended up using the Dior lip liner in Nude Blush, and I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in Haze, and I topped it with the new Summer Fridays lip butter balm in Strawberry Self-Serve. I'm really liking this little combo here. For my final thoughts. Overall, I can definitely see what Vanngo is trying to accomplish here with this foundation. So rather than creating an overly matte finish, he created a natural finish look. And I am very impressed. As far as coverage, I do have some redness and discoloration and stuff like that. So it definitely evened out my skin tone. Even though I feel like I could go one shade lighter, this shade looks really good. There is no emphasis on my texture, fine lines, my pores. It feels very good on my skin. It is not overly matte or overly dewy. So it has a perfect balance. I'm genuinely impressed right now. As always, everyone's skin is different. I can only speak for my skin and my experience. I know this is my first impressions, but I'm gonna give Vanngo 10 out of 10. If you've already tried this foundation, let me know in the comments. I'm curious what your experience has been with this foundation. There will be an upcoming 10-hour wear test that goes with this new foundation. I will be adding this to my shorts playlist so that you guys can see what happens after 10 hours. So stay tuned for that one. Little side note here, I left some foundation on the back of my hand to see if it oxidizes. And I'm happy to report that it does not. And I'm so happy about it. This was so much fun. I am so happy with the results today. If you found today's review helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you love makeup reviews, you love unboxings, beauty talk, anything that has to do with beauty and makeup, I would absolutely love to have you as part of our little beauty community. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future beauty content. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.